Right, tractors. And you allude, of course, here, Steve, to the resignation as an MP of Neil Parish. He was Tory MP for Tiverton and Honiton.
It was just the best story of the year.
And he was caught. He was caught watching porn in the Commons. He initially refused to resign, even when the Tory whip was withdrawn. He said his wife convinced him to stand down. He kind of made things an awful lot worse when he said, well, here he is. He explains how he'd come to be looking at porn.
The situation was that funnily enough, it was tractors that I was looking at, and so I did get into another website that had a sort of very similar name, and I watched it for a bit, which I shouldn't have done. But my biggest crime, is that on another occasion I went in a second time.
And that was deliberately?
That was deliberate.
And was that in the Select Committee or in the Commons chamber?
That was sitting, waiting to vote on the side of the chamber. I mean, I don't know whether it's technically chamber or not, really. It's on the side doors as you enter back into the lobbies.
I mean, bearing in mind, it's holiday time, the kids might be listening, we need to talk sort of obliquely about this. But the tractor he was looking at was sort of deliciously, in a way, one could argue, for a Tory MP. It was called the Class Dominator. Class spelled CLAAS, which I take it is the manufacturer. And I've enjoyed looking at that tractor this morning, I must say. I kept trying to misspell sort of Class Dominator in the hope of taking me to somewhere other than, well, not the hope, but just seeing if it would take you anywhere other than tractors. And it just didn't on my phone.
Surely you only have to miss out 2 of those letters.
Well,
again, I'm not going to say which ones.
Let's not. But nevertheless, it was a very British story somehow, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I don't Google for a lot of tractors. I don't know how easy it is to accidentally end up looking at adult material. I can tell you the system's not reversible, but it's such a stupid thing to do. Not the act, fair enough. Who knows what was going off? But the idea that would help the situation. If you were going to admit the second time of looking at that stuff, just say, yeah, I did it, rather than blame the first stuff. So you're still claiming all the guilt, you got all the guilt, and now you are forever synonymous with a sexy John Deere. There is no way you're ever going to live that down, whereas you could have lived down just the normal first version of it. He then triggered a by-election. Back in June, it was won by a Lib Dem, so it didn't help their numbers. Richard Ford, to which I imagine he heard that name and went, ooh, do they make tractors? So it was just all-round embarrassing.